Hey guys, how's it going? This is Supreme and welcome back to another video on my channel in which I'm going to be giving my thoughts on the second anniversary, on how it's been, what I think they done well, what I think they didn't do well at all, and how they can improve going forward. So, without further ado, let's get into it.
This is Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black.
This is it, Saiyans. For the sake of our most glorious project, you will die today!
The first thing I'm going to talk about are actually the banners and the characters that were released on the 31st of May, which is the anniversary date, and we did get these two banners right here. The Absolute one and the Terror of God. These two banners are probably the best parts of the anniversary, and I'm not even joking. The characters are absolutely incredible. We've got Vegito Blue, who is like without a doubt the best unit in the game. He is incredible. He's just broken as hell, and yeah, if you haven't got him, you're really missing out. It's really a shame if you haven't got him because he is that good. Then we've got Rage Trunks and Zamasu, who are as well really good units. In the top 10 units in the game, in my opinion, right now. They're definitely in the top 10 most used units right now. All you run into in this meta right now is fusions and future, basically, and maybe God Key sometimes. But yeah, it's pretty boring PvP, and that's another point I'm going to get into later. But right now, let's focus on the characters. Then we have the pool of characters down here. LF Vegeta, very good. Still a very good unit that I did manage to pull, and I'm very thankful for. The LF Gohan makes no sense on this banner unless he's getting a Zenkai soon. I don't understand why he's here. And then we have a whole host of Vegeta family / future / God Key units. Rose is very good. Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken is very good. This guy is terrible. He's the only bad unit on the banner, really. This Vegeta is still pretty good. This Trunks is still very good, and so is this Gohan. And then of course we had all the unfeatured characters that you always get. So overall, it's a very good banner, and then we move on to this one right here, and we have much of the same thing. Vegito Blue, like I said, fantastic. The Super Saiyan 4 Goku is incredible. He's such a good unit, and so many people underrate him. And the same with Omega; they're very good. And the two LFs on this banner are still fantastic units. So the banners themselves, as you can see, the two Super Saiyan 4s, Baby Sin, for the first time he's come back, and he was and he's still a very good unit. Actually, he's not as bad as people think. And then this Goku was maybe the worst, along with Super 17 on this banner. And then again, the whole pool of unfeatured units. So these two banners were very good. Basically, if you started out playing Legends in this second anniversary, you could just jump on and you could have a full GT team just by doing one rotation on this banner, and you could pull Baby, the two Super Saiyan 4s, maybe a Sin, and maybe the new units, and you had a full team. It was really good if you're a new player, but if you're not a new player, it was still very good because you could just put stars on your units, which was very good. So the value on these banners was fantastic. It still is, because they do still have a few days on them, and you could basically build full teams by summoning on these banners, and not just one team but multiple teams, because these units do buff more than one tag. So they really got it right with the units, in my opinion. And as we scroll down past these terrible trash and just bait banners, basically, we move on to this guy, who is very underwhelming. Not just because he's red and they gave him a Zenkai now that the meta is just Vegito Blue, but the fact that he is just underwhelming. He's bad. He's not good. If you're not going to spend 7,000 crystals on him, it's not worth it, because you don't need him at Zenkai 1 or at Zenkai 3 when you've got the Heat Dome Trunks or the Red Gotenks, for example. You just do not need this unit. So I wouldn't spend on this banner. I haven't spent anything, and I'm not going to. So yeah, I'm just really disappointed that they added this guy now. He should have had a Zenkai a long time ago, or a long time in the future, and they should have made him a lot better. If you're going to make him like a Zenkai now, at least make him viable. He is useless right now. He's really not good at all, and I don't recommend summoning on this banner right here. And then we move down into, well, I don't have any tickets for it now, but we do have the the banner, the 2-year celebration banner. We did get multis every day, which is always nice. We do always appreciate that, but we got these things right here. This, you know, the banner for this ticket right here, which in fact, let's just buy this and do a quick single summon on it. We got this banner, and we did get a lot of multi-summons on this. I think in total, for free, we got, I think it was over 20 multis, so you can't complain. That is a lot of units. If you're new to the game, that's a lot of units. And if you're not new to the game, it's still nice to get free stuff, free content, so you can't complain about that. I'm definitely not complaining about it. I know people are because they're not new units or whatever, but come on, I mean, it's a free banner. What do you expect? You can't be getting hundreds of free stuff and, you know, for it to all be new and whatever. I mean, I think this banner was a great addition, and I think it's very, very good that we did get it. The one banner that I think is very disappointing is this one right here. It is maybe the worst banner that they've ever added in this game. They're so bad. This unit is terrible, and the fact that he's a range type, he's green, and he's on some family, why would you run him there when there's the Super Saiyan 4 Goku that just came out, who is miles ahead of this guy? He's so much better, and I don't understand it. Pycon is maybe the worst unit I've ever seen come out on release. Android 21 is still fantastic, but she's the only unit on here that's worth summoning for. And I do not recommend summoning on this banner because she, even though she's fantastic, why do you need her now? I mean, you should have summoned on her banner when she was out, and if you have done that, you probably do already have her, so I don't recommend summoning on this. If you don't have her, don't worry. The fact that she's back on this banner means she's going to be back in the future, so just don't summon on this. Just terrible. And in terms of events, it's been very dry. I mean, we don't have anything, like literally anything. This event right here is just boring. You complete it once, and that's it, and you don't have to do anything else. Right? You know, all you have to do is spam the 2 every day that you can do here, and that's it. They did give us 200 crystals from these 2 here, and you do get quite a few crystals from it, but the way that you farm these 2 units, the TN and the Krillin, is just terrible. It's so hard to get them up to high stars. Right now I've only got them at 2 stars each, so yeah, I mean, you know, it's just boring. It's not nice to do, to have to skip tickets on an event. I'd rather have something where I can play. And the next one is this one right here. We have had 2 events of these. We had the one for Omega, and now we've had this one. And I think if you give us 2,000 crystals, it's not gonna really help anything, because all you're doing is just giving a bunch of crystals to the new players, which you did as well with the beginner missions that gave them a ton of stuff, and you gave them the story without any energy to waste. And I think all that is fantastic. You gave them loads of free stuff to the new players, but you didn't focus on the people that have spent ages playing this game. PvP didn't get an overhaul, which was needed. The meta is the worst it's ever been, and you gave us little to no events to farm crystals from. Literally, we had a challenge rush, the Ultra Space Time rush, which we get every time, and 2 of these events, and that's it. Like, literally, that's it. We did get the choice battle, which I think should be permanent. I don't know why they don't keep that, even if it's just reducing the crystals to 20 a day. Keep it. Like, why not? It's something that's, you know, going to keep everyone logging in every day. And I just don't understand why they didn't do that. We did get Rising Battles coming back for new players again. I've got everything here. Everything is completed. I do not need these events coming back. Give us new events. Give us stuff to do. Don't give us a co-op where this cell can delete you in 3 cards. It's just insane. And to farm the Yamcha, you need to play co-op so many times. It's not even funny. I just don't understand. Yeah, I mean, just look at this. I mean, come on. It's really not good. And the fact that they've only given us 3 units instead of 5 like last year just shows how stingy they've been. And I hope they release some more units, because it is really not it hasn't been good at all. And then we have these things right here. I mean, what the hell? The exchange shop for the chance time stuff is terrible. Literally no crystals, no nothing, and you're completing missions for a chance at getting 10,000 crystals that you're not going to get. It's just stupid. I don't agree with it. I'm not a fan of it. And then another bad thing is the adventures. We have had barely any. I mean, we've had adventures going on all the time, but there's no equipments to farm in here. I haven't barely done any, just because I just see them as being pointless. It's just no use. You get 1 GSP per banner over the course of a month. of the anniversary. That is not enough. That's all we've gotten. And it's just, it's pretty mind-boggling to me. Yes, we've gotten a few crystals here and there from adventures and login bonuses, but what happened to the 1k crystals login bonuses? What happened to getting more than 100 crystals from adventures? What happened to rising battles? What happened to stuff like that? I just don't understand why they're not bringing stuff like that out, and it's kind of frustrating for people that have been playing this game for so long to only get stuff for free that everyone gets, and to not be rewarded for playing so long, and for spending money on the game and stuff like that. People just haven't had any reward from it. The only thing we have had is the top grossing 1k, and we did get the Shenron event that came back, which, like I said, again, it's 2,000 crystals. It's nice that it came back because it's all free, but I just don't understand why they focus so much on giving new players all the stuff, especially because we didn't have any content for 1 month before the anniversary. And it's not like it's a bad thing, because I know there's been this whole coronavirus stuff going on and they've had to delay their content, which, if you didn't know, is the case. That's why they didn't release anything for that month. But everything we've had, like, you might think, oh, but they have released a lot of events. We got 2k from the Shenron event, we got 1k from the Omega event, 1k from the PyCon event, and 1k from the Challenge Rush, which again was a very boring Challenge Rush. Give us something that's a bit harder, please. It just seems like it's all just put there and just hoping that we're going to be happy with it. And the Zenkai Trunks, they're not anniversary worthy events. They're just events that you can add at any point in the game that should be added anyway. They're not stuff that are worthy of being there on an anniversary. So I don't understand why they've added these events. It just makes no sense to me. And yeah, I mean, you can tell I am not very happy with it. I didn't play PvP for about 10 days just because I wanted a break from the game, just because the game is boring. All you do is face Vegito Blue and Kefla. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. And the fact that we've got no PvE events to, you know, to help us out or anything, and the players that are in high rank guilds, we haven't got the guild update yet. We need a few quality of life updates too, and I just don't understand why they haven't focused on that stuff. They haven't really focused on anything. It's just like they're putting things out just to keep, you know, just to keep us playing and nothing else. Like, they don't really care. That's what it seems like to me, and I don't really appreciate that. But yeah, I'm kind of talking this and saying it from the heart. I'm not really, you know, I don't have a script or anything, so I'm just kind of going off what I feel. And I just think that they've, like I said, put no effort into it. I think the units are very, very good, and they're the best part of the anniversary, but, you know, the 1k events with the 50 stages, we pretty much get one a month or so. The Ultra Space Time Rush resets every 2 weeks. These events here are basically Legends Road events, but they've made them worse, so I don't understand the point of them. These events right here are just events that come back all the time. We should be getting new ones where we can farm up some more crystals, where we have to spend a bit of time doing stuff. Not just gifting crystals to the new players, because as you can see, these events give you 1,000 crystals in total, I think, something like that. And then you've got this one right here, which is around about 1,000 crystals too, and we did have the Broly and Vegito ones that were released before that. And not just that, the story, the energy for the story is 0 if you haven't completed it yet, up to part 5. That's if you're a new player, because obviously I've completed everything already, so I don't need that, you know, that extra bit of help. So, you know, what are we doing here? I mean, yes, I have been really lucky. Yes, I have spent a lot of crystals because I've been able to farm quite a few, but at the same time, I think they haven't really focused enough on the OG players, if you will, because guilds haven't been updated. Co-op is still terrible. The connection is awful. To get 3 co-op matches in a day, you pretty much have to play like 10 matches, because you'll get 7 disconnections, and then, you know, 3 where you'll get a bit lucky, and then maybe 2 that Cell will, you know, beat you up. So it's just yeah, it's not really been fun this anniversary. I think there's been a lack of content that hasn't made up for the month that we had before that without anything. And not just that, it's the fact that, I mean, we might have had a few crystals and stuff, but we haven't had any events that have been worthy of an anniversary. They've all been just regular events, and that's what I'm trying to say. It's just not made any sense to me, and I don't know. I hope they change that going forward. I hope they focus more on players that actually do play PvP and stuff like that. We do need a PvP overhaul, like I said. We need a co-op overhaul. We need the change to the guilds. We need some quality of life changes as well. Like in the exchange shops, when exchanging items, we should be able to exchange more than 10 at a time for equipment and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. This is just my thoughts on the anniversary. I think it's been okay. Hasn't been the best at all. I think, yeah, the only thing that saves it are the units, and that's it's pretty sad when you look at it that way. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be what I think about the anniversary. What I think they should change going forward is just that, trying to keep the teams more balanced, because right now all you see is Vegito blue, Kefla, and yellow Vegito, or red Gogeta, or EX, or Gotenks, or stuff like that. It's just it's the same thing over and over again. And let's see if I can go down here and find the top 20 characters of last season, just so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. And I don't know if I'll be able to find it here. No, I can't. But the top 20 characters are basically all fusions and future units. So yeah, just we need a bit of diversion in the meta. And I know the 2 Super Saiyan Blues are coming out this week. Hopefully that brings a few more changes. Hopefully it brings, you know, a couple more stuff. And well, we don't even know if they're coming this week. I'm just you know, guessing that they're going to be releasing either this week or next week. So we should be getting some changes. And yeah, I think, you know, they need to start looking at things and changing the quality of life of the game, and also the mechanics in PvP, and also change the meta up a little bit. Give us some units that, you know, make other teams top tier, not just focus on God Key, Future, and Fusions, because that's what they're doing right now, and it's not fun at all. So yeah, that was a bit of a rant at the end, but it is what it is. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like. Consider subscribing too. I want to say thank you for 1,000 subscribers. That's a huge goal that we reached. And yeah, I'll catch you next time. Peace.